Back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We have 9 races at the City Circuit as well, off a busy weekend at Sha Tin for Sa Ladies Purse Day. Very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Andrew Lejeune, joined here in the studio by our form analyst Paul Alley and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, on the back of a big weekend, we've got the Law Asia Cup to look forward to Wednesday night. We do a mixture of Class 3, 4 and one Class 5 race on the programme coming out of the City Circuit on Wednesday night. Looking forward to seeing High River, who's won 3 of his last 5 races, going around in about the 7th race on the programme. Good 1,000-metre race as well, so should be something for everybody on Japan night at the Valley. That's right, yeah, Oktoberfest is over and Triple Trio went off some of it last week, Paul. A huge return, but a bit of a jackpot left over.
Yeah, I think it was 21 million was it? But there was still a bit left over, 4.3 million to be exact. So that's going into the starting pool for Wednesday night, and also 500,000 as well into the 6-up win bonus. So a couple of good jackpots there. Nice even races, I thought, throughout the card. Thought High River will probably come up one of the shortest of the night. Yeah, very impressive winner last time. We've got plenty to get in, though, with the extra race at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. So we'll start off by looking back first before we look forward as far as the preview is concerned on Sa Ladies Purse Day at Sha Tin. All right, the ladies' purse itself turned into a fascinating battle. We had the international Macau Raider in Sacred Capital, ran a mighty race to finish 4th, but Time Warp out in front and rolling, set up eventually a track record for Southern Legend. Yeah, it looks like that freshen up did Time Warp the world of good. They didn't look to be going overly quick in that race, but they certainly ran some time. 1:45.25 for the 1,800 metres. Southern Legend, he was rock hard fit coming into this race. That was Sacred Capital down the outside. Exultant's gone a massive race. He had a perfect run on the inside, but Casper Founds with back-to-back feature races, and he's got this horse going well. 18 months or more since he's won here in Hong Kong, Southern Legend. He paid a big price that day as well, and he's paid another big price here if you were lucky enough to get on. I thought the run of the Macau horse was very, very good. He didn't have much luck at all. And I think they're staying here for the international races, so he shows he's up to this class anyway. So a nice run from him, and Exultant, all systems go. He hit the line strongly, I thought. Yeah, he was favourite. So putting that aside, then, you know, I think it was a super run first up. Casper Founds wasn't present. That was his assistant Philip picking up the trophy there. But big win for Alberto Sanna as well. Yeah, great to see him back in the winner's circle with a feature race. He's had so many issues, and he's a great guy to go along with it. And we wish him all the best of success. Definitely. And he's got this really good partnership now with Douglas White as well. You can see he went up there 3 points. Yeah, so he's on 126. Thanks Fred was a big winner on the day as well for Neil Cannon and John Moore. So they've got options now. John trying to get him towards the internationals too. And he doesn't want to clash his sprinting horse. He doesn't want to line up Thanks Forever against Athero. So it's going to be interesting to see what path he decides to take with Thanks Forever. More Than This was a terrific winner in the final race. Cordyceps bounced back, but yeah, More Than This was a great. Yeah. No, More Than This looks like he's a serious horse, isn't he? Those 3 wins been very, very good, and he's gained the 4-year-old series. Yeah, he was ridden by Karis Deaton, also Duke Wise, a remarkable winner earlier on the day as well. Those are the big winners on the day. We'll see if we can find you some more, though, with our horses to follow. Now, your horse, Paul, your horse to follow, finished nearly last, but with excuses. He had as much luck as a bullman winning a comb, this horse. You can see him on the inside. He just had no luck whatsoever. At this stage, he goes to the inside. The horse in front, Majestic Conqueror, he rolls back in, and you can see he has to snatch up Peter Ho. There, bang. And then he comes back out, and there is a little bit of a gap there, but he decides to go back on the inside once again, and he goes back in the inside once again, and bang. So there you go. Just forget it. He was on debut here. I think he can come out, and he was well backed in the market, and I think he's a nice horse, so we'll give him another chance. All right, that's Fresh Power winning the race in good style. Tom, what did you see on the day? I went with one of the early races on the programme, Moon Peaks, who raced down the straight. There are a couple to watch out of this, including Here Comes Ted, who ran the quickest last 400 metres of this race. He's in the blue cap towards the outside rail. Moon Peaks was sort of held up from about the 4 to the 300, had to check off heels. But once he got into the clear, I thought he closed off quite nicely over the concluding stages for Derek Lung. So he was certainly one to watch. That was Duke White flying up the inside there to beat Lucky Moore. Here Comes Ted, and Moon Peaks running into 5th was a fairly decent run, I think. All right, it's probably a couple of runs to take out of that one. Another first starter for me as well.
Island Shine was on debut here and raced on speed with Beauty Applause, who was a multiple winner last season, has come back fresh and done it well. So I think he's weakened out of this late, but he was fresh up here. He used to be called No Drama Darcy when he raced in Australia, won a couple of times, but he was favourite on 5 of his 6 starts and odds on a couple of times. So they obviously thought a little bit of him, not in major races, but he's clearly got an edge. You can see him weakening out of it late. Fitness will take him a long way next time. The disappointment, there was a number of first starters. That was General Delight's race as well. There was a big rap on him going into the race, but he pulled up with a heart irregularity.
Yeah, there's a couple of issues there with him. But no, good run. I agree with you what you're saying there, Andrew. He just sort of weakened out late.
All right. Now, Paul just showed you the replay of Triple Triple and Majestic Conqueror, and both jockeys fell foul of the stewards as well. Peter Ho getting 4 days. 20th November to 2nd December, and Joe Moreira got 2 days as well, the 20th to the 24th.
Potentially rules Peter Ho out from riding Sacred Capital in the Jockey Club races coming up.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, so the trial races come up. Sacred Capital sticks around for that, so we'll keep you posted as far as that is concerned. All right, looking ahead now to Happy Valley on Wednesday. We've got one scratching here, late one, and that is Navis is out of race number 3, replaced now by Willful, and Keith Young will be riding him. So this is meeting number 17 of the season. 9 races. We're on the B course for the 9, and it'll be an earlier start as well. We'll kick off with a Class 4 over the 1,200 metres, headed by Hero Time, 4th last time out behind Aurora Pegasus. Brilliant Prophet makes his debut. Iron Boy, 4th last time out behind Very Rich Man. Methane, 3rd on debut. Big odds as well behind Happy Time. Winning Ways behind G Unit. He takes the step up in trip to the 1,200 metres here. What a Legend gets the blinkers on, and Win 33 gets the blinkers off. Comes back in trip as well, the 1650 for him last time. Super Lucky, nice kick. And Win 33 are the horses that have been up at Chungfar, Tom.
Good to slow is the prediction for the speed map here, but probably on the better side of good, one would think. What a Legend, he's the horse that's going to, I think, go forward here from gate number 1 with Responsibly on. Blinkers are going on. He's trialled up nicely with the blinkers on, so he's got gate number 1. Apollo's Bow is a horse that can certainly race forward. Apollo's Bow, I should say. You've got Brilliant Prophet. There's actually a lot of horses in this race that settled back. Methane is going to have to try and get in from gate number 11.
Hero Time's a 2-time winner in the grade. This horse, he's now dropped back into Class 5. He's top of Class 4, I should say, but he has won twice in Class 4. He goes nice. He's the one at the back there doing it nice and effortlessly. He's on a rating of 58. Brilliant Prophet's the first starter. He's had 3 trials, 11.79. He has trialled at Happy Valley before. It wasn't a bad trial from him. Interesting to see how he goes on debut. He's a 10-to-1 chance at the moment, very early market. And Methane here, look, it was a really nice run from him on debut at a massive prize. He's drawn wide, unfortunately, but look, he goes well and he hasn't taken a backward step. So I think he's one of the major players in the race. All
right, we'll hear from Lyle Hewitson very shortly. Be riding Methane. We'll start off with one of the horses pretty short on the market, in what is a wide market, having said that, and that is Hero Time, 4th last time out.
Yeah, it's a 5-to-1 in the field job at the moment, and you can see him. He hit the line quite nicely in this race. He's a rating of 58. He has won off a rating of 57, so he's not far away. He dropped 1 point for this particular run, and I thought it wasn't a bad run. The first 4 were well clear of anything else.
He had eased back to slot in, but once he got out into the clear out wide, he really closed off sharply. So gate number 9 again for him. He's had a run of 9s.
All right, so Iron Boy, driven by Grant Van Neerkerk. Supreme Plus didn't think he got all the breaks here, Supreme Plus. They might have finished closer, but Iron Boy run up on this occasion.
I think he had certainly excuses last time out, Supreme Plus. I didn't think it was a bad run at all when he went round at 20-to-1 behind Very Rich Man, but the run of Iron Boy certainly had some merit about it. In behind Very Rich Man, he went round at 10-to-1. He finished late there on the inside, so he got within a length of the winner. It was a fairly useful run from him.
Yeah, he's a 3-time winner here from his 44 starts, so he's definitely one of the chances.
All right, and possibly is Methane as well. David Farage, the stable's hit some form now. Lyle Hewitson, we man on board.
Lyle, you take the ride on Methane again, 3rd on debut. Did that surprise you?
In terms of ability, no, it didn't surprise us. He had been showing good work and that he has the ability, but he's an immature horse, so the fact that he could do it first up was pretty impressive. And you know what, I had my concerns again coming to this race, but his last workout was very impressive, and unfortunately we drew a wide barrier, so that sort of halts the confidence a little bit. But in terms of the horse's preparation and everything, he's come on, and I'm expecting a positive run again.
He did look very green in the home straight. Is he a tricky ride?
Yeah, look, he's very simple in terms of his nature and everything. He's a lovely rider. Just he is green, you know. He's still got to learn, and I think only in 6 months' time we'll see him flourish. So the fact that he's performing at the moment is a positive sign for the future.
You've alluded to it already. The speed map does look tricky. There isn't much speed in this race, but you're unlikely to be able to go forward on him.
Yes, like you said, it doesn't look like natural leaders. It does look like a tricky race. I think everyone would like to be sitting third and fourth. But I don't know if he's mentally prepared to take up the leading role, and being stuck 3 wide will be tricky. So really got to have a look at it, and going to need some luck in running.
All right, he's one of the more fancied runners, though, at this stage. Methane fighting out favouritism in actual fact. Paul, you made him a horse to follow off that. Is he in your numbers there?
Yes, I've got him in for second. I've got one to beat him, a horse called What a Legend. He's trialled really well at Happy Valley with the blinkers on. That was a little while ago, and they haven't put them back on until now. He's drawn barrier number 1, and I think right on the pace, he looks a nice horse here in this particular race, and coming to Happy Valley for the first time. So he's under race day conditions. He's on top to beat Methane. I think he's hard to beat. I would have had him on top if he'd drawn better. Win 33 was a horse I had a bit of time for last season. The blinkers will come off him. He has won 2 trials up at Chungfa, and Hero Time's quite well rated here. 11-5, 12-1.
Same cue as Paul with the 11 on top. What a Legend. Nice run from him a few runs ago now, but he's trialled nicely with the blinkers on as well. He did win a trial with those shades on over Beauty Applause, who's since come out and won. So 11 to beat 5. Methane really hoping Lyle Hewitson can get on the board. Hero Time's certainly a player, as too is Iron Boy. So 11-5, 1-4.
All right, so I was playing Supreme Plus last time with that unlucky run. I'm with him again at about 20 to 1 here in the opener.